All right, well, the Leafs continue to impress. A 4-2 loss to the worst team in the NHL, a team that is trying to tank. I'm going to go on a friggin' rant. And by the way, I'm going to just show you why I'm embarrassed to be a Leaf fan. Not because of the Leafs sometimes, but because of other so-called Leaf fans. Enjoy. Well, another disturbing effort. Effort. That's the wrong word. They went for a skate. A horrible effort. It wasn't an effort. It was a display of how to be the softest team in the NHL. What I've learned about this team is they take the persona of their GM. I'm sure if I ever met Kyle Dubas, the last adjective I'd use to describe him is tough. There's a lot of other adjectives I got for him, but tough ain't one of them. And his attitude and laissez-faire bullcrap is trickled down to this team. They are playing the worst team in the NHL. This is a team that is competing with Chicago for Bedard. And they showed up. They got no talent, but they skated. They tried. And the Leafs can't compete. They want to, every time they play a team like this, they want to figure skate around. Again, how many comical giveaways do they give a game? How many times does Marner want to do a Brian Orser double axle pass? It's embarrassing. Let's go through the game if we want to, and then I'm going to spend a little time on why I hate other Leaf fans. I absolutely hate you. If you think this game turned on a bad call, you're a moron. And I'm not... I don't even want to be associated with you if you think that this game came down to a bad call. Because if you think it is, I'm going to share something with you. I think you're a effing moron. You don't watch the game. These Leaf fans, they watch 2 minutes of goddamn Sportsnet and think they've done everything. They had 13 shots through 2 periods against the worst team in the NHL, and you want to blame a call? A call! 13 shots! 2 periods, 13 shots against that team. And you're talking about a hand pass call? That's the decider? First period. Power penalty kill. The guy I've harped on forever. 4 years of blasting this piece of garbage. Jake Muzzin, softer than a Downy sheet, has the puck on his stick, and I don't know, what is that? I'll just let it go in the corner. I mean, here's another thing I hate about Leaf fans. I hate it! Everyone hops on Hall. Justin Hall. Who gives a flying fadoo about Justin Hall? A flying fadoo. The guy makes nothing. He's a 7th defenseman. And when Liljegren comes back, he's not in the lineup. Why do I care about him? He's a 7th defenseman. That's why I gotta get rid of a 7th defenseman. I'm more concerned about the piece of garbage that we pay the second most amount of money to, Muzzin. Justin Hall. He won't, when Liljegren's back, he won't be in the lineup. Who gives a flying fadoo? Well, how did Muzzin do? Make it nearly 3 times more than Hall. The guy that everyone, Justin Hall's in the lineup. Oh my God, Justin Hall's in the lineup. He won't be in the lineup anymore because Liljegren's back. Who cares? But the $5.6 million piece of garbage, he's going to stay in the lineup. He ain't leaving the lineup unless, and God hope, He's on LITR for the rest of the year. Well, how was his play in the first period? Just softer than a Downey sheet. Doesn't clear the zone. Had a chance to clear the zone. Now, Hall does the same thing in the third period. But again, I don't have to worry about Hall in about 3 weeks. I have to worry about Muzzin forever. Because heaven forbid Dubas does the right thing and lose him. Anyways, Muzzin, great play. Just slick play with the puck. Slick. Lets the puck. Oh, I'm going to shoot down this. Oh, I want to give you a hug. Oh, how do I get soft? Oh, I could have been tough on the puck, but no, I don't know. Anyways, puck gets stolen. Nice pass to Gossespierre. Of course, Nick Ritchie tips it in. That's just icing on the cake. Icing. Nick Ritchie realizes when you play a soft team, you can score goals. Well, he scored one. 1-0. The Leafs, I believe, had 5 shots in the period. 5 shots. Great effort. Let's go to the second period. Boring as all boring. Arizona's playing what they needed to do to beat them. The Leafs aren't fighting through anything. There's no drive to the net. There's no drive for a forecheck. There's no just soft plays all on the outside. They've obviously went to the Joe Thornton school of playing on the outs. They got him for a year. They learned all his methods. Perfect methods. Just soft. Why do you got to go get a puck? Just be soft. I'll try to pick off pucks out of the air. Soft. That's the one word to describe this team is extra soft. This is a team that's supposed to get ready for the playoffs. Playoffs. Okay. Anyways, and what happens down at the other end? The other team plays not soft and wins a puck battle against Riley, and both defensemen are behind the net as Nick Bjugstad walks out front and scores. I mean, he went right through the crease, and scored. And no one touched him. No one touched him. Not any one of those hyphen sons of bitches that were on the ice. That fourth line that's supposed to be the defensive stalwart. Oh, no, man. Skate through. Have a great time. Actually, it was Christian Fisher. It was Nick Bjugstad who got the puck. Just skate. Come on, man. Just right in front of the net, if you don't mind. We're not going to touch you. Heaven forbid. We got 4 guys back. We got our 2 to 3 guys behind the net, including one of the hyphen behind the net and 2 defensemen behind the net, and you just skate out, and the other hyphen guy don't take you either, and it's in the net. If your fourth line plays that soft, like Zach Aston Reese and Nikolai Albaby-Kabul, I know one thing they are not tough. That's one thing they're not. They've got that figured out. They're not tough. And it's 2-0, and it's laughable. The Leafs get booed off the ice. Now, keep in mind, I watched this game. I didn't watch it live, so I had to watch it when I got home. So I really got to enjoy that goal. Just watch what leads up to this play. It is classic. No one... no forecheck. This is your fourth line. Fourth line didn't even... They weren't even... It was no hand touch. Like, not even flag football. They were no hand touch. Just walk out front, score the goal. 2-0. After the second period, the shots on net were 13-13. And we're talking about a hand pass in the third period. This is the biggest thing ever. Don't worry about the first 2 periods where it was absolutely disgusting hockey. If they showed up and they actually tried, the game would have been over. But no, Leaf fans are going to worry about the refs here, okay? Okay. So now it's 2-0. Now, here's one thing the Leaf fans that are complaining about the penalty calls. You're complaining about the penalty calls because you're a Leaf fan. This is why I hate you. Okay? If you're complaining about what happened at the end of the game, exhibit A of why I hate your guts. I hate being associated with you, and I think you're all moronic. Take a look at the penalty that led to the first Leaf goal. The penalty was taken by Jack McBain. Now, Jack McBain, who knows what Jack McBain is? 2 minutes for holding. Tell me when he held Tavares. Give me when. Just go back. Those Leaf fans that are complaining about a stick being shot out of someone's hands, or Gostisbehere should have held a stick. Take a look at the penalty that Jack McBain got on Tavares. Once you've watched that, you pieces of garbage, come back and have a chat with me. That was a horrible call by the ref. A horrible call. I'm a Leaf fan. I know what it was. It was a horrible call. If any Leaf fan watches Jack McBain's holding call and believes it was a holding call, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be associated with you. You are a piece of garbage. Anyways, the Leafs get a penalty power play goal on the best bounce ever. Tavares shoots it into a guy, it bounces to Nylander, goes in the net. So that was one of those goals where you didn't even have to work hard. You just got a good bounce. But the Leafs are so hard done by, right? The Leafs are so hard done by. You're a moron if you think so. Anyways, and then they get lucky with, I don't know what the hell, the guy in defenseman, Stetcher got I guess he thought he should play in the Leafs and get an assist. Throws it out in front of the net, throws a horrible pass, bounces to Marner. Marner does this. Oh, look at me, everyone. I'm Mitch Marner. I just scored a goal. Yeah. It's so horrible. Do you know what it's like to be a Leaf fan? To watch Mitch Marner do, it's the Arizona Coyotes you're playing, bud. This isn't the Stanley Cup. You played a horrible game so far. One of their team throws it out front of the net like a pizza to you. You bang it home and you're doing one of these. Oh, look at me. I'm cheering for a goal against the Arizona Coyotes. Woo! Embarrassing. Hey, Mitch Marner, give me a friggin' break. You should be embarrassed that you even tied the game. It's the Arizona Coyotes you're playing. And you're cheering on a game-tying goal. All right. So the Leafs start pounding. The third period was their best period, no doubt. The first two periods were the most atrocious. I don't even know what to say. And then Calle Yankruk shoots the stick out of Gostisbehere's hand. Now, what was the point of that? What was the point of Yankruk or Jankrok or whatever the frig his name is hitting the guy's stick? What was the point? What did that do in the play? If anyone could tell me what that was meant to do in the play, other than get the guy's stick out of the way, and it gave the opportunity for Gostisbehere to drop a stick and look at the ref, why give him the opportunity? Why? Now, Leaf fans, a horrible call. Really? Go back to Jack McBain's call, bud. Let's see. Travis Boyd got a call. So, like 2 penalties in a row, and what do you think the refs are going to do at this point? They probably watched the Jack McBain non-call and said, hey, I probably owe Arizona something here. Dropped it, whatever. And then you have Justin Hall with one of the worst attempts at clearing a puck I've ever seen. Now, granted, I hate Justin Hall. I do. I'm with you. Like, I hate him, but he's a 7th defenseman. I don't give a... I'm not going to watch much of Justin Hall this year. I'm not worried about Justin Hall. I'm worried about the other piece of garbage called Jake Muzzin, who's actually worse than him. And I'm not joking. He's worse than Hall. Horrible giveaway. I don't know what Shelgren was thinking. The guy was lined up, ready to... Gostisbehere sitting like this the whole time. And then I guess it was, who's the guy who passed it to Keller or Fisher? Finally passes it to him, was it Fisher? It was Keller. I think I had it right the first time. Sitting there like this, and like goalie, you didn't know it was going to go to Gostisbehere. It was like the easiest call ever. Anyway, Shelgren laid over, but really, again, Shelgren's going to... I think he should have had that one, but for goodness sakes, the first two, what is he going to do? A tip, and the guy walks in front of the net and bangs it home. That, like, no one takes him. So it's the goalie's fault, right? Okay. And then the goal, let's be honest here. I don't even want to discuss it, because the Leaf fans are all about, it was like, man, a horrible call. The refs didn't make the call, just in case you're wondering about this, you dumbass Leaf fans. The ref didn't make the call. The ref on the ice said it was a goal. The Situation Room in Toronto called it. So these are like the NHL officials. Now, here's what happened on the play. I don't know about the rule. I don't care. He hit it with his hand. He didn't hand pass. He just tried to keep it in the zone. It looked like it hit Keller's skate. And then Mitch Marner came around and picked it up. Now, I don't know what the rule is, but there's certainly no... Keller didn't kick it. He didn't have possession of it. It's like Riley grabbed it, knocked it down, touched the skate, comes around. Again, you go ahead and tell me that's the worst call in the history of the game. I'm going to ask you, why in the hell are the Leafs down 3-2 to the worst team in the NHL? That's the question I have for everybody. And let's not forget the horrible penalty call that led to the first goal the Leafs got with a great bounce. The Leafs didn't deserve to win this game. They had no reason to win this game. They got it worked, they didn't try, and they were soft. Why did they deserve to win this game? If you think it was that call, the hand whatever play that Toronto War Room said wasn't a call, and you're going to go to your grave thinking that's the worst call, I don't even want to be associated with you. I think you're a moron. And please stop watching my goddamn... Not people watching anyways, but you're a moron. I hate everything about you. Just please leave the Leafs for me. You're not a Leaf fan. Watch your 2 minutes of Sportsnet every night. You know, get up in the morning, maybe get yourself a coffee. Throw some Baileys in it if you want. And watch your little 2-minute Sportsnet, and then read your little articles on The Athletic and Toronto Sun, and then tell me how big of a Leaf fan you are. Couple things to take out of this game. At no point in 4 games has Austin Matthews looked like Austin Matthews. In 4 games, not one time did I think, wow, Matthews took over that shift. That is concerning. He hasn't showed up for the season. I'm a huge Matthews fan. I'm getting a little distressed because it don't look good out there. I know they took Bunting off the lineup, but Kerfoot, you got to change something up on that line. I'd like to think you take Marner and put him with Tavares and Nylander with Matthews, but that never happened because that actually would make sense. Marner does the little skating around, so Tavares is slow enough where he can catch up to it, where Nylander's a straightforward skater, and he pulls up every time now waiting for Tavares. That's not his play. That's a Marner play. Put Marner with Tavares, put Nylander. I've been screaming about that for 4 years too, but no one listens to that nonsense anyways. When Nylander played with Matthews, how'd that go? Pretty good. How did Marner and Tavares go? Pretty good. Why not? Oh, because Mitch wants to play with Austin, and Austin wants to play with Mitch, and oh my God, we care about people's feelings on the Leafs because we're losers. Please. A Leaf fan, if you think they lost because of that call, I need you to trade in your Leaf fan card. I don't want to talk to you. Piss off. The Leafs lost because they're softer than a Downy sheet. This team has not changed. I said DJ Smith might be the first coach fired. I apologize. That's soft tonight. That's soft. Sheldon, nice knowing you. You got booed. Cheers. I'll see you as a Thursday night. I'm going to have to watch that friggin' not live again. I'm going to have to watch it when I get home from something. See you Thursday.